Hi, hi, hi. Hi. Hi, everyone. Oh my gosh, welcome, Raiders. Hi, Tayu. Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm a tiny fairy. I live in Green Lake. I'm good at doing shoutouts. I play retro games and hard games. How is your stream? How is it? What are you streaming? Sorry, I just started. Um, sorry, I just started. I had to wait for the kettle to boil because people were using it before I got there. So it took a bit longer, but we got there in the end. I named my bicycle Stamp after Lexi introduced me to this song. Oh, that's really cute. Hi, real. Hi, Tape was drawing to raise morale. Oh, let's go. We love to hear that. The pain continues. Hi, hi, Louis. Um, Hi, Crow. Hi, Goblin. Hi, Apu. Hi, Millie. Hi, Goblin. Hi, Millie. Hi, Millie. Hi, Gray. Welcome, welcome. I don't know what people want with the introduction. Do you want it? Do you want it quite a? Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll just stick with what we've always done. Anyway, What's everyone been up to? I hope you've had a nice time. Blah, blah. As loud as possible. Okay. Well, I guess it's been fine for however long we've been here. Hope it's been a great day. It has been a pretty good day, yeah. Surprisingly. Maybe because I slept in. Maybe that's why. Kaim suddenly loses contact with Verdale, to whom he entrusted Fourier and Inuart. Concerned for their safety, Kaim immediately flies to the desert. Hi, Haku. I started playing DMC3 and is indeed better than DMC. I know, very surprising. Oh my gosh, whoa, crazy. Careful you don't say that too loudly or the DMC2 fans will come for you. Oh yeah, no, DMC3 is amazing.
Kayam. Thank goodness you're safe.
What of Inuart and Verdale? Were they taken?
Yes. To protect me.
Oh, my controller's running out of battery. Annoying. To charge it. I don't want to charge it though.
Dungeon must be close. Break
I
through and
want
we
to charge
may
it.
find them.
Fine. Don't worry, I believe in myself on my 101 battles.
I am a goddess after all. Please, Kaim. You must save Inuart and Verdale.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get my. I sort of I was kind of almost ready to start streaming like an hour ago, but stuff happened and yeah. So I apologize if I seem a bit trying to figure out what's going on, but you know, it happens. These things happen. Also, I just discovered that if I finish Drakengard, with my recent victory over Patent TV, the game, the unbeatable video game, that put me at 99 games completed on stream. If I complete Drakengard on stream, then that's 100 games on stream, which is honestly my biggest goal as a streamer. For some reason, more than anything else, watching the number of completed games go up has filled me with when I stream to. I stream so that I can have more games completed on stream. It's very yeah. I got the pitchforks ready. Where's the torches? Hi Mullet. Hi Red. Tiny Fairy Conqueror. What's this game about? We're so far we're just trying to protect our sister, who is the goddess of seals, from being killed. So I guess there's no so far, but there's a bunch of stuff in the background about a cult of watchers, which appear to be some kind of otherworldly creature. What could they be? Also, some of the enemy soldiers appear to have been showing some signs of maybe possession. Don't know yet. Have to figure it out. But yeah. Which endings count as beating it? That's a good question. I feel like endings A, B, C, and D count as completing. I don't know if I feel like ending E. I was thinking about this. I'm not 100% certain whether whether I want to do ending E just because it's like a lot of work. Honestly, I think just completing like ending A still counts as like finishing it. Have you finished I think anyway, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. I feel like if you're playing Drakengard 3, for instance, I don't think the game was really completed until you go through every single ending, including the ending that requires you to get all of the weapons. Because of the way that the story comes together in Drakengard 3. I'm not sure how ending E relates to the rest of the story. I know how it relates to the rest of the timeline, but I'm not sure how it relates to the story because I'm not sure exactly what happened in the story. So it's going to basically depend on on how satisfying endings A, B, C, and D are, whether or not, yeah, that's mine. So many games. It is. Nice, the century mark. Gamer, yeah! Ending E was the original one before they were forced to make the other endings. I also think the DLC is important. The DLC for Drakengard 3. I never played the DLC for Drakengard 3 because I didn't want to spend money. Also, I imported the NTSC version of Drakengard 3, which meant that I had to, if I wanted to play the DLC for it, then I had to, is it called PAL? I had to like create a an American collector's edition, which I didn't want to do. I'm pretty sure I have the, I'm pretty sure it was the, wait, unless I don't know. I never used to like spending any money on DLC. That was the thing. I never, if it wasn't on the disc, then I wasn't interested in doing it. 4 and 0 have my favorite bits in the DLC. I'd be interested in replaying it and giving it a go at some point.
This darkness, I cannot see who is foe and who is friend. Does that matter to you?
Just shoot everyone down. She'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Whee. Hi, welcome. Hello, how are you? How's your day so far? We're playing Drakengard. It's got a good story. It's pretty fun. Drakengard. I actually really am fond of Drakengard 3. Drakengard 1 is a bit of a harder sell if I'm being honest, but I'm still having fun with it.
Allies and men, let us chase these empire dogs away.
For me it's upcoming D&D with crazy stuff going on. My wish is that we will have something that scratches our creative itches in the coming week. I hope your wish comes true. I hope your wish comes true. I love the bass booms that happens when you look onto, when you press the special attack button. It's so funny. Why the women sound like the announcer from League of Legends? Yeah, They chose an old woman voice for this particular dragon. Um, yeah, she does kind of sound like the announcer from League of Legends, which is terrifying. Bonk.
Have you grown so accustomed to denial?
Hi, Han. The game deep fries itself with a sec. It's so funny. It's really funny. Yeah. Dragon is a chain smoker, yeah. I've said this last stream, but Drakengard has like a particular ending, which I won't spoil. But it was so weird and freaky that it was like one of those things that forever changed my like brain chemistry. I saw it such a long time ago, and it kind of took Drakengard from like a game I kind of knew about and had zero interest into being like, I need to play this one day.
Yes, there is no doubt that it is.
You can probably guess which ending it is if you know the endings, possibly. Also, if you make it to Drakengard 3, I saw another streamer consumer name was trying to be one of the final sections, so something to look forward to. Well, good news is that I've already beaten the final. I've beaten all of the story of Drakengard 3, all of the endings. I'm well aware of the ending. I'm well aware, unfortunately. It was something. Taro was ahead of his time with the bass boost he was. The Vine boom.
Can you sense your sister's thoughts?
I do quite enjoy the flying sections at least. Maybe all of the ace combat killing from last year is coming to my benefit. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh! I really want to see you do the DLC. I had to watch the ending of 3 on YouTube because I couldn't beat the final boss. You know what makes the final boss of Drakengard 3 even better? Is that not only is it like a style of gameplay that you've literally never encountered up until that point in the game, as in there's like no way to practice for it. Not only does it have like ridiculous camera angles, meaning that you have to like use your sense of like rhythm to be able to have even like a chance of beating it. But it's it trolls you right at the end by firing like an extra attack when the screen's gone black and you're about ready to like watch the final cutscene. Like you've already basically won, but then it fires off like one more attack, which if you put the controller down and you're like celebrating, then it just kills you. It's great. It's great. The final inputs.
Let us chase these empire dogs away. You are surprised, yet can hope for no reward. The fool plays another way. What think you of
The game hates me. It's great. So very on Twitch. That does seem to be a reoccurring theme. I also was very amused, but at the time, like I used to browse the GameFAQs message board, and occasionally, very occasionally, post on it. I remember people being so angry. They were like, "I'd love to see Yoko Taro beat the final boss without the save thing. I'd love to see him do it. I bet he's never beaten it himself." I need to correct myself. 5, not 6. Wait, what was this? Yeah, how's everyone's days been? I felt like I had a good day today, but I'm not really sure what made it a good day. Oh, I did go into the university yesterday, which was kind of fun. Not to do anything important, just to return some library books.
Yes, there is no doubt Bertone is here.
But I enjoyed that. Where is the? The game really wants me to kill this guy over here, so I'm just gonna go do it. I'm still deciding what to do today, not gonna lie. I hope whatever you decide to do, it's a really good day for you. Rough day, but better now I'm watching you. Oh, I hope it keeps getting better. Sometimes I wake up in a cold sweat realizing I'm not half the game lectures. I don't think it's like a competition. I just like games that beat me up. If the game isn't causing me physical pain at some point, then I'm not enjoying myself. Hi Gail. What to do on day off? I require your wisdom. You could organize your Pokemon card collection. I always like doing that when I don't have like stuff to do. I love like organizing things. You could start Flower, Sun and Rain, although I would advise that if you do Flower, Sun and Rain, I didn't really like the puzzles because they were all like numbers based. And I don't like numbers very much. So I just like had a guide open eventually, and that was more enjoyable. Although I think the Flower, Sun and Rain would make a lot more sense if you played the silver case first, but I didn't do that. So true, I need another binder. I think that would be fun. I think organizing stuff is fun. But yeah, Flower, Sun and Rain I recommend to everyone. All of the Kill the Past games are really, really good. I think that 25th Ward is actually my favorite. I think my two favorites are I think I like still the 25th Ward and Flower, Sun and Rain maybe like an equal amount. They're very different from each other. 25th Ward is like closer in style to Silver Case, and then maybe Silver Case slightly behind it, just because it was a bit I mean they're all confusing to follow, to be honest. But I enjoyed the pacing more of a 25th Ward. Flower, Sun and Rain is mostly for the story. I want to play that series so badly. I really just enjoyed like the sense of like immersion from wandering around the island in Flower, Sun and Rain. I didn't really like the puzzles that much. I just didn't really like the puzzles in any of them, but I really liked the I really liked the exploration in all 3 games. I thought it was really good. And I like the story, obviously. Find a couch, emulate potato. Oh, that's also a good suggestion. Those video games aren't going to play themselves. Yeah. I've been kind of like struggling to get stuff done during the day sometimes as well. I think I've like killed my addiction to social media browsing. But I try to. I did this when I was doing my honors. I don't know if it will help anyone else. I don't know if it will help anyone else, but when I was doing my history honors, I found what worked best for my like neurospicy brain with the autism and the ADHD was I would like get up, I would maybe like do a little bit of research, and then I would like, it sounds crazy, but I would like go and play a game or something, and then I'd only play like for, it would basically be until I kind of felt like doing something else, and then after I got like whatever was out of my system, then I would go back and like do some more research, and then I would go and do like another kind of hobby thing, and I found that if I just like eventually by like swapping from like thing to thing, eventually I would like get in the flow state where I could just like keep writing until I was finished. Post check, thank you for the post check. Good morning, Kaz. I don't know, I feel like that's maybe not going to work for a lot of people, but it did for... It did some good things for me. Because I think it was just like, sometimes starting things is the most difficult thing. So if you think of it less in terms of like, oh, I need to like write 7,000 words of this thesis that I'm doing, and more in terms of like, I'll just do a little bit until I'm tired, and then I'll do something else, and then I'll come back to it. I found that like put me into like a kind of weirdly hyper-productive state. I don't know, it was weird. Hi Ghosty! I think that might work for me in the morning. Yeah. Well, it kind of was predicated on like getting up early and doing things. But it was quite fun because
Be careful. The prison is well guarded by the Empire.
oops, what button was it? Oh, that's right. Okay. It was quite fun. What if I get a tummy ache? Oh, if you get a tummy ache, then stop doing whatever you're doing. Hi Kafro. Tummy ache means that it's time to rest. You can't write with a tummy ache. All of your brain energy is going to tummy hurt. None did of tertiary, but it's pretty much how my daily work life goes. So yeah, tip is always start the document, have it open before you get distracted. Yeah. I kind of like it was like planned interruptions, like, oh, I don't have to, and eventually like got to the point where I don't want to do anything because I just want to keep writing. I just want to keep writing or drawing or doing whatever it is that I want to do. I want to play video games. I want to write my thesis. You can't make me take a break. YouTubers and tummy problems. Tummy problems are one of the greatest trials facing VTubers in the modern era. Let's choose a different. Ow. VTuber and VTuber fans be like, I need this
You have
Esther
made a pact
low
with a
pram and
dragon?
acid blockers. I'm the guy that says this.
Give
It's
yourself a
true. It's
powerful
true.
pact beast.
You can't do good things when tummy hurt. Some things are just Esker to low pram. I was on that ages ago, but I kept getting immune to it. Oh, that's Lexapro. Oh! Oh, okay. I usually say I'll do 2,000 words and take a break, but if I say I'll write 4,000, I can rack some over, and if I write 6,000, then I'm halfway done. Yeah, I often get into like a state where I don't want to.
I sense no trace.
I don't want to stop doing what I'm doing.
Inuart was taken to a different prison. I pray that he is unharmed.
I have to know medical spelling for work. Oh! Oh, treasure chest. Yummy. Real hi, welcome. How are you? Ow, stop that. That's disgusting. Wait, that did like nothing. That's not good. You know, change of plans. A change of plans. Did you do any weapon grinding off stream? No, I didn't. Oops. Should probably like kill the... Why are they literally like made of what is their armor made of? That's disgusting. I got stuck on a boss before the final boss in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh, I hope you can do it. You can do it. You'll get it very soon, I'm sure. The armor is rubber and cement, not rubber cement. Yay!
I'm here. Please help me.
Eevee! Something I really like about Drakengard 3, sorry, or the Drakengard 3 comparison is interesting to me. But I really like that as you're playing Drakengard 3, the dialogue with between Zero the dragon and then her like 4 retainers is so good. Not to mention like whatever else like it always feels like they're like there's something going on. Either it's like plot is happening, or they're making like a joke about the old man's penis, or it's something. It's always something like the dragon is like, but what's what does slutty mean? And then Zero's like, don't worry about it. Um, it's a good game. It's a good game. I got to the phase where the whispers turn into vomit, then got filtered. Oh, I think I remember that.
I thought we were done for.
I owe you my life. You'll get it soon. I was like, this wasn't the original game. Am I high?
At last. So, you are Kaim.
The delay. You know something. Tell us, what is happening?
The Empire is not satisfied with mere conquest. They seek complete reconstruction.
Of the world?
Yes. They want the seeds of resurrection that will appear when the seals are broken. The goddess's life is in great danger.
The seeds of resurrection? Humans twist even the myths to their own purposes.
Hmm? Please help. The Empire must not destroy these holy places. The entire world is in danger. As each seal is broken, the burden on the goddess grows greater still. Please! Even the Empire's soldiers deserve our mercy.
You cannot preach to this one. He cares only for settling old grudges.
May the gods bless us, their poor children.
What difference between he who prays and he who kills? Fools, one and all, these humans.
Something I like about the story so far, is that Momo, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Is that it's very much like a good guys versus the Empire, but then very early on, Kaim sort of like shows himself to have like some sort of like ends justifies the means and stuff like that, and but very like gradually you start to it feels like it's it feels like it's a very straightforward like fantasy kind of story initially, but like cracks are starting to appear like early on, especially if you know that the game goes in like a darker direction. You can kind of like see them happening, and it's quite fun. Get him, dragon, pony's old eyes. I am sad that the dragon didn't eat the old man. He looks like Gargamel. Gargamel. Oh yeah, he does, doesn't he? I love that everyone in this game is fucked up. It's beautiful. It's a wonderful thing. A wonderful thing. Hi, Remo.
If only I had more strength.
If only I had more strength, then I could protect Furiai.
Who's there?
I could protect her and make her my own.
Stop it!
Take her in my arms, surrender her to no man, my betrothed. She shall love only me.
Please stop!
All mine, Furiai, all mine, all mine, all mine. No man can have her, no man, not even Kaim.
No! No more!
Loves only me, looks only to me, holds only me. Furiai loves only me, me. Forgive me, deeply, deeply. Please forgive me. Gaze only on me. Please, gaze upon me. the goddess will die. The one who serves as the seal must be killed by the strain. The burden will destroy her.
No.
She is just a normal woman, one who was to lie beside you, laughing and carefree.
If she ceases to be a goddess, can she become a woman again?
For many, many years.
What should I do? I want to help her.
You need strength. Strength that comes from a pact with a dragon.
Kayam could help.
Kaim? Allow him to bathe in her gratitude and love.
She
is my bride. She is my bride. Her kisses are mine alone. Her love is mine alone. If only I had the strength.
If only I had the strength.
Ooh. That's the vibe from YMCA. The ultimate. The ultimate. They save the M from YMCA for only the most hardened criminals. It's got a very generic opera vibe, like Eastern Empire versus Union Knights just fighting this dragon. Yeah, it's very stuck on like the basic level, which is why like the cracks appearing in it is kind of interesting. The knight's dragon always gets the princess. The insulification of Inuit. It really was. It really was. I'm gonna assume Kaim is a dragon from the cutscene now, at least. Oh, no, Kaim is the man that you play as, and he has a pact with the dragon. That's what it is. Kaim is just a doofus with a pact dragon. Yeah, Kaim just wants to kill people. Kaim has a sword and he wants to exactly. Like, what's the point of having a sword if you're not using it to murder a bunch of people? Jump! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for the raid. Oh, welcome raiders. Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm a Sunny Fairy. I live in Green Lake. I play retro games and horror games. How was your stream? What were you streaming? What did you get up to? Welcome Jump, welcome Greedra. How was your time together? What did you get up to? What were you doing? Well, yeah. Love seeing Drakengard. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. I've been sort of like putting it off for like a long time. But I'm really glad that I'm finally getting a chance to play it. I was playing Grim Fandango and beat it. Oh, what did you think of it? Galmonin, welcome to Drakengard. Gal. Of all the vices in the games, Kaidens are the most obvious. He's just a mass murderer. He just wants to kill a bunch of people. It was really good. It felt like a huge adventure. Oh, I'm excited to get around to it. I actually bought like the physical version of Grim Fandango. I guess I could have got the PC version, but at the time I wanted to play it on a console because that was just how I was enjoying it. I could have bought the big box version of Grim Fandango. I just realized that I have the big box versions of Monkey Island. It's fun collecting big box PC games, but they take up a lot of space. They take up a lot of space. But yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'll have to get around to it at some point, or I will get around to it at some point.
They are trying to destroy a seal that protects the world.
I've spoken about this before, but one of the greatest discoveries I made while streaming was that I loved Ace Combat 3 so much. I think about it literally all the time. It's one of the games that I am constantly thinking about. Really very amazing game. I actually wouldn't even mind like going back to replay it at some point. But I probably should get around to playing. Oh no, I feel like playing Ace Combat. This is what doing Drakengard. This is what playing Drakengard does to your brain.
If they are lost,
Greydra! Oh my gosh! Greydra! Wait, hang on. Double raid! Welcome raiders! Oh my gosh! Welcome raiders! Hi, was your blah blah blah. I'm getting tongue tied. Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm a tiny fairy. I live in New York. I play retro games and horror games. How was your stream? What are you streaming? True, big boxes do fill up the shelf space. Yeah, like I have a fair bit of shelf space, but I've already filled it all up, and I could make more space, but I don't know. It's at a certain point you kind of need to be like, what do I? Although to be fair, I would say that some certain like big box, Grand Fandango would be something that I would like to. I am very fond of point and click adventure games. They're one of my favorite genres, even though I'm really not very good at them. But they are very fun. With point and click adventure games, I kind of just like go off the assumption that I'm going to have to like look up a bunch of stuff, and that's okay. Like the puzzles are usually like either too hard or I get tired of them, or why is this thing like made of
forgive me.
like the hardest material known to man? We played Monster Hunter and fought the new Arch-Tempered Luna. It was tough, but we did it. Let's go! I haven't actually played Wilds in ages. I haven't played Wilds in ages.
Is the desert temple? You must hurry there.
I'll have to get back into it at some point. I'm kind of with Monster Hunter is something that I'm kind of wait, these things look weird and creepier. Wait, did you see? Those boxes like had faces before, but now they open up and they have just like teeth. Look at them, they're so creepy. Where did these enemies come from? Just like suddenly, Drakengard out of nowhere, suddenly a horror game. That would be a good VTuber model. You could make it like a PNG tuber. You could make it a really good PNG tuber.
The Empire and the cult of the Watchers work together. It is a wicked union.
Base Beast. How are they still alive? Something that makes me really curious with Monster Hunter is that
Sacred tales. Humans are beyond my
with... I'm going to assume that there's probably going to be like a Monster Hunter made for the Switch too at some point, because there's always... Well, since like World, they've kind of... They've definitely got like their two styles at the moment of like... a more grounded Monster Hunter, which is like Wilds and Worlds and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they've had their like GU style with like the more stylish action. I'm kind of interested to see like what happens, what comes out next. It will be interesting.
Quickly, they must
Monster
not
Hunter
destroy
3
the holy
stories.
place.
Oh, that would be good.
Hurry, Cain.
I'd like another Monster Hunter Stories game. I'd like another Monster Hunt. I'd like more Monster Hunter stuff that's like more about like this. This is maybe me being like extremely biased, but I'd like either Monster Hunter photographer or Monster Hunter archaeologist. Like a game focused on like a Monster Hunter painter. That could work. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. Because I always remember playing Monster Hunter Tri on the Wii, and there was just like so much about the world that I was like, it's so weird and like fascinating. I want to see what's like out there. What about Monster Hunter Animal Crossing? Oh, I would love that. I would love that.
The seals of the temples keep chaos from the world. Cain, they must never be broken.
I would love that personally. Love Wirebug, so if there's anything like that, I'll be happy. Don't they have a dinosaur Animal Crossing? Dinosaur Animal Crossing? No. I'm not sure. Weirdly enough. I'm not sure. They have that like magic focused on Animal Crossing clone on the DS. I forget the name of it. But like you play as a wizard. They have Professor Layton's London Life on DS, which was kind of almost on it. Like there's the Disney's magical the Disney one on 3DS. That's there's a Cozy Grove. Sorry, I'm just going through all the Animal Crossing games I know of. And then there's the Sanrio one, which was actually really cool. Oh, the kaiju. You mean Attack of the Friday Monsters? Is that the one you're referring to? Hello, good morning. Boku no Natsuyasumi 2 is one of the best games I've ever played, and more people need to play it. It's so good. It was everything I could have possibly hoped it would be and more. I loved it so much. When enough time passes, I'm going to give it like another playthrough at some point. Because I thought it was a delight. And it kind of pains me that we still have like we still have like three more
Quickly,
Boku
time.
no
The
games to
temple will be
go.
lost.
And like, will we ever get a localization? I don't know. I hope so. Amber Isle. I actually haven't heard of that one. Amber Isle. Oh, that looks quite cute. Oh, that's actually cute. Wait. I like that. Is there an English translation for the games? There is for Boku no Natsuyasumi 2, which was done by Hilltop. But that's the only one from the main series. Then, in terms of spin-offs, we got the Shin-chan games. We got Attack of the Friday Monsters, which was the first, and then we got that I can't quite remember the name. I'm waiting to get the physical version of it at some point. But it's like a 3D 3D Boku no Natsuyasumi spiritual successor. Although it also seems to have like a lot of kind of like a little bit of at least Breath of the Wild inspiration to it. That was quite funny. I don't think Drakengard is like a game that you go away from and you like look forward to being like, oh, I can't wait to come back and play more Drakengard. But while you're actually doing it, it's kind of just like mindless fun. I have the Shin-chan games on Switch. I didn't finish it, but I watched Freya played it. Oh, did Freya play it? Oh, I would have loved to have seen her go through them. I've been waiting for the to get like a physical copy of the Shin-chan games. I think the only one that has the English on the cartridge is the second one. Something I really love about old games getting like English translations in like 2025, like we got Wonder Trek a while ago, which I haven't played yet, but it's definitely on like I need to play it soonish.
The seal must hold.
I need to play it at some point. But it's kind of exciting because it's kind of like getting brand new like PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1 games in like 2025, which is crazy. Like if you're someone that likes retro games, like there's still things to look forward to. The PlayStation 1 and 2 will never die. As long as there are still games that can be localized. Birds might be on YouTube, I'm not sure. I'll have to have a look. Boku no Natsuyasumi though is a game series that I think more people should take inspiration from and copy, because it's not quite Animal Crossing. Like Animal Crossing is kind of, you could describe it as like a life sim. Like you're going in there, you're playing a little bit every day, you're talking to people, getting to know them. Boku no Natsuyasumi is kind of a it's kind of a visual novel, strange as that might sound. A visual novel or an adventure game. I guess adventure game would be a better descriptor, but it's quite a bit. It's got like the cozy game vibes that people really like.
Defeat them first.
Inuart's heart fallen on the sand. Where is he?
No, may the gods have mercy upon us.
Yeah, I think more people should take inspiration from Boku no Natsuyasumi. Actually, you know, Tulip in a weird kind of way. Tulip, the PlayStation, beloved PlayStation 2 Game Boy Punchline, Lovedelic. In some ways, that kind of feels is a little bit like Boku no Natsuyasumi. Not quite, not exactly, but a little bit. Maybe it's more something that you'd have to. Maybe that's a comparison that only makes sense to me. But with Boku no Natsuyasumi too, it was about like getting to know a very like small cast of characters and having like little bits of their backstory and little bits of like character developments unfolding like over time while you're like exploring the island and doing like some comfy summer things like going swimming or fishing or doing bug collection, stuff like that. Epic crashed so badly it tanked my PC. No. Epic, what are you doing? I must admit, I always
The red armor of the enemy somehow protects them from magic. Be careful.
I always
So Inuart is not here.
what was I even saying? Oh yeah, I always get the free game on Epic, but not only do I very rarely play the free game from Epic, but I also I barely do anything on Epic Game Store. Epic Game Store is like a button that I press like once a week in order to get the free game. So I've got this like collection of free games from Epic, but I don't even know what's in there. Yeah. The Boko creator released a game last year called Natsumon that was very insane. Yeah, that's the 3D one I was referring to before. I couldn't remember its name. But yeah, I think that one has an Asia English release if anyone is a crazy collector. I just like going after the games that mean something to me. There's a few cool free games I got from Epic. Snakebird. Oh, I think I got that one as well. I never played it. Maybe this is my maybe this is my time to go and give it a try. Paleo Pines is also Dino Animal Crossing, but with humans riding dinosaurs. Oh. There's lots of Story of Seasons clones, and there's lots of there's an growing number of like Animal Crossing likes, but there's almost nothing that like imitates Vocal. The Dark Souls are puzzle games about snakes that are birds. That does make it sound quite intriguing. That does sound like something that maybe I do need to play. Can't believe Kingdom Hearts was listed to Epic for 3 years before it came out to Steam. Oh yeah, it was too! I remember that. Sorry. I've enjoyed modern gaming a lot more when I made it like my secret mission to just like find really weird stuff to buy. Cause there's I've got some interesting indie stuff at some point to go through. I love it when snakes are birds. It's probably one of the best way that a bird can be. Are they equal parts snake and bird, or are they more bird than snake? Some N64 called bowling game just came out the other day, which I've been tempted by. A bowling game? A bowling game, interesting. I think it's really funny that like all of a sudden,
The attack was only a diversion. Caim, you must return to the seal at once.
Fuck this one. Oh. It reminds me of the Hyperball game that used to come with Windows XP Plus. I don't know if I ever played it. I don't think I ever had Windows XP Plus though. Let's look at that vaporwave.
Good. Now we can hurry to the seal.
Good job leveling up. Wait, you can go to level 3? Do the weapons go up to level 4? I was just using it because it was fun.
The temple is ahead. You must cut a path through.
I have to kill all of these guys because I need that 2 experience. The 2 experience points is really important. What if I get to like the final boss of the game and then it's like, oh, you could have leveled up, but you needed like 4 more experience points. And then I think back to the moments early on in the game where I ran past a bunch of guys because they were like only worth 1-2 experience each. You're like, I'm a fool! Lexi, what do you think the final boss will be? A good question. I'm not sure. Dragon's butts.
Look out! Servants of the darkness, be gone!
I know what the final boss of ending E is. The Temple of the Desert. The Imperial army swarms about it, intent on the seal's destruction. Now ghostly race rise from the ground and sit upon time. Well, you missed this barely seen side quest in the prologue, and you realize that after 50 hours, too bad, worst ending for you. Thanks for playing.
Destroy the spirits of hell. They seem to react to large movements.
What does that mean? What do you mean walk slowly and cut them down? I'm just pressing the square button. It seems to be working okay. It seems to be working okay for me so far.
Drive all the spirits from the temple. Drive them away now.
I'm going to swap weapons. Okay, this feels much better. I think maybe, possibly. Maybe. Never mind. Never mind. Ghost!
The Imperial forces are drawn to the seal, like moths to a flame. Are the other temples safe?
Oh, there's a lot of dudes. Oi! That's so little damage. Maybe my RPG sense says that
They dare challenge a dragon and his pact partner. Fools!
fools. Oops, I'll go get this thing first. It could be a treasure chest. Oh. I mean, it could be a weapon. Can't mount dragon here. Are they weak to piercing damage? Well, it seems a lot more effective than whatever I was doing before, so let's keep going. PC works again as long as I don't try to update a game on Epic, which will freeze everything. Just wasted it now trying to download 30 megabytes. What the heck? That's unusual.
Is this the will of the gods? Is it their will that we be tested so?
These guys interrupting all of my attacks is getting really annoying. Every time I try to play a game this week, something's break my controller, then my TV, then my... Maybe it's like a conspiracy just directed at you specifically.
Or does it possess them? No matter. They shall die.
So many guys, and every single one of them interrupts me. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Please drop a projectile. Please drop a healing item, thank you, thank you. I think I must want me to do this bit on the dragon because I can't imagine that they'd put enemies with that much health unless they want me to just blast everything with the dragon, right? Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. Hang on, just give me a moment.
Is that Inuart's heart?
Uh-oh. Die! Game over. Okay, well, I think the lesson learned there was don't try to do anything on foot. Just kill them with the dragon. Hint: when Kaim's weapon flashes, press the magic attack button to unleash a long-range finishing blow. Oh, I didn't think of doing that before. Oh, now that I know. Now that I know.
Destroy the spirits of hell.
Now that I know.
They seem to react to large movements.
Kill them with the dragon if you can. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. you until it dies. A great strategy.
Drive all the spirits from the temple.
Yeah, there's so many of them. So many of them. Fools.
The Imperial forces are drawn to the seal, like moths to a flame. Are the other temples safe?
The wagon. This seems slightly more effective, and then we'll kill the other. Once we like kill this group, we can go and kill the other guys without the wagon. Stop spamming green projectiles at me. It's not fair. Whoopee. There you are. Go over here. Whoop. Stop it! That's so rude. Do they spam projectiles when you spam magic at them?
Do they possess the darkness, or does it possess them? No matter. They shall die.
Yeah, it seems like they counter with the
Is this the will of the gods? Is it their will that we be tested so?
Please die, you're really annoying. Is that all of them from here? Yes. Wagon time. It's really nice when the game just like lets you murder everyone with the dragon, and you don't have to think about anything else. I like it when it does that. I think that not having to think about things like strategy, I think that's a good thing. Yay, fire!
Is that Inuart's heart?
Ugh. No thoughts, just Dragon Massacre. Exactly! Life is too short to be thinking about things.
Commanders have appeared on the battlefield.
Wug. They take like no damage. Cannot jump around the dragon here. Holy mud. Please, please, thank you. What? What is this guy's problem? What is this man's problem? Use the French. Oh, okay, I see. If they make me restart this mission because I had the nerve to get off my dragon and go on foot for a moment, landing a combo, not even seeing the health bar move. A bit depressing. I guess maybe a different weapon type, maybe, but I couldn't even like. It's okay, we have to kill them eventually, right? Like if we just keep going around. Eventually they have to die, right? Unless they like regenerate their health bars.
The horror! The horror! I have never seen such sacrilege!
Unless they like regenerate their health bars. They wouldn't do that, would they? They wouldn't do that to me. I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just focus our fire on like the guys we can see. Maybe look at just imagine like all of the all of the juicy level ups. Oh, I have a question. Do the kills that you get as the dragon, do they count for Kaim as well? Like, does Kaim level up? Because it would make sense, like, if they're pact partners, for them to level up off of each other's murder. It's your fault for playing on the hardest difficulty. No, is this guy regenerating its health? Because it looks like it just keeps on going back up. Am I missing something? I feel like you have to be missing something, right? I feel like I have to. It's going back up, isn't it? It's going back up, isn't it? I'm not imagining that. The health bar was definitely going back up to full. Ow. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Come back. No. This is terrifying. This is scary. I have to go to work today. Have a Yoko Taro day. I shall. Good luck with the work, Laura. I hope it's a good day for you. I hope no one Yoko Taro is your day. You got one. Good for you. Yeah. Good job, Lexi. Ooh. Okay, we got two. Maybe the health bars weren't regenerating and they were just like I was just like discovering new people. Fragile, hi! After taking a nap during my shift, work is over. Hey Lexi, hi Fragile, welcome. How are you? Hello. Stop regenerating health, please. Stop it. You know, if I just like set a flight path between these two guys and don't travel too far, then maybe they won't regenerate their Okay, I think we can establish that 100% certainty that yes, they are in fact. They are in fact regenerating health. Or are they? Because that guy's health bar just went back to what it was before. I don't understand what's going on! I don't understand. What? But but what? I'm killing this guy on foot. Health regen. It's some kind of a miracle. I think they get full heal when you go outside of a certain range, but then the health bar went back to what it was before, and then it came back to, I don't know. Like that's what I would assume. Lexi, do you know any background info of Drakengard? Would you like to know if you don't? It's not spoilers. Sure. I'll get some background information. Really? Ah! It does seem like they get restored like when it goes out of certain range, but then the health bar went back before. I don't know what's going on. No one plays Drakengard for the gameplay. Oh, actually, no. Who knows? Maybe some people do play Drakengard for the gameplay. It's not fun. It's not fun. Lexi, please be safe. Please don't. No! I just want to kill this one guy. Why is it so difficult? I just want to kill this one. The reason why so many people aren't compatible with the music is because they don't understand why the composer made it so chaotic. It's supposed to represent the main character's feelings in the war. It's constantly tense, loud, and disruptive, and it should feel that way in your shoes. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a cool artistic decision. Let's go on an adventure. I'm tired of killing these guys. I'm tired of killing these guys. I don't want to do it anymore. I need to level up that backbreaker weapon so I can jump these guys to death. There was no way to learn about this on release. It was gone by an interview later translated. Oh, interesting. I'm just gonna try and kill that guy on foot. If I die and I have to restart the mission, I die and I have to restart the mission. It is what it is, you know. I'm kind of accepting that it's probably going to be a restart, and that's fine. Unless I do this. Unless I do this. He'll die eventually, right? Oh, it's so slow. No, I'm doing it with the dragon. If I have to restart them or whatever, so be it. Let me go! Let me go! I did it. Oh, there's more of them. There's more of them.
This place
Oh,
is
thank goodness.
we should return.
Thank goodness. The way I beat those guys was with the XXY combo. Enemies don't counter shot combos because launch at the end does more damage at the end. Yeah. Oh wait, there was a health chest to your right at the end. Oh well, it doesn't matter. If I can't find the health chest, then it may as well not exist. Level 3, iffy. Live on the edge, exactly. Exactly. I think it might be a slightly shorter stream today just because I can't handle as much. I can't handle as much like Drakengard as I can like Echo the Dolphin. Kaim's efforts are in vain and the seal of the desert destroyed. Billy, disappointed, Kaim and Verdele return to where Fury awaits them. There they show her Inuit's harp, which they found in the desert floor. What does the lost harp mean? Short stream, only 7 hours instead of 9. Oh, Draken got it out, yeah.
To see Lady Furiae dirtied by the desert sands.
Oh, I should have talked to the other people. Oops.
You are safe. But where is Inuart? His harp.
It was lying on the desert sands.
Highness, does the burden grow greater now the desert seal is broken?
I am well. Quite well. But what of Inuart?
Oh, so the dragon grows stronger.
Oh my gosh, bigger dragon!
Partner, you too grow stronger, Kaim.
Whoa. Crazy. Yay, congrats. Huge dragon. Bald guy has to be evil, or at least evil so far. Big glass, yeah. We can do a little bit more. Dun dun. I love Drakengard 3 and the dragon is like the whoa the highlight. Hi. I must have been lurking as I'm trapped in procrastination struggle with my resume. Oh no! This game looks amazing though and I love the music and VA. Let's go! I'm glad you're enjoying it. 11 months! Thank you so much. You can do it. You can get it done. I believe in you. I believe in you. Some of the resumes can be a pain in the butt to get through though. they can be a pain pain to write.
That smell.
Another dragon?
Inuart!
With a dragon? That means you have made a pact.
Furiae, come with me. There is nothing to fear. The world will be better now. You need not be the only sacrifice.
He has been broken.
I'm not weak anymore, Kaim. Why are you staring at me like that? I'm strong now. I traded my songs for strength, Kaim. I can protect you now, Furiae. Don't give me that face, Kaim. I can see the scorn in your eyes. You would sacrifice your own sister in the service of revenge!
Whoa. No, let go of her. It's a Pokemon fight. What if in Pokemon battles, like, the Pokemon fight on the side and then the trainers, like, go and brawl with each other? Dragon wife, no! No, kill him! We need to beat him up now.
Welcome to a world without song.
The stock sound for the slap. He did the Anakin. He might be worse than Anakin. Not in terms of maybe actions, but in terms of like motivation and thoughts.
When Inuar turned his sword on me, I felt no compassion or mercy, not even fear. No, only anger filled my heart. What right do I have to preach to others now?
He just spent the last 3 weeks listening to Andrew Tate podcast. It's all over for him. I swear every time I see Inuar, his get some more pieces to it. It's like one of those magazines where you get one piece in the middle every week. You sort of get a full set. As soon he'll be like a fully armored Black Knight. What if the Pokemon fight in the Dragon Brawl? It's how Godzilla Final War ends. I would like that. I do really enjoy the story, even if the gameplay is very tedious at times. No way, sometimes it's kind of fun.
It seems the day of the final reckoning approaches.
Really, thank you for the posture check. No. I don't know why I'm talking about this memory, but I remember when Nier was announced, and people like saw the trailer. It was like Grimoire Weiss and it was like he was like saying a bunch of things, and then people saw like the main character with like the goofy mask over it, and everyone in the comments was like, what is this? What is this nonsense? Japanese gaming is over. Gaming used to be so good. Remember when we used to get like Chrono Trigger? Now we get this trash. And I believed. I believed when I saw the trailer. I got Nier day one. I didn't know it was any relationship to Drakengard. At the time. A lot of levels are 20 to 40 minute time investments. Yeah.
One who enters a pact is willing to exchange
Moment.
the
Oops, I messed it up.
irreplaceable for great power. The dark clouds of hate.
I do think the flying missions are more fun. 40 to 80 if you die, it's true. Does anyone remember the live stream when Nier Automata was announced? Translate was so bored he fell asleep. That was a fun watch. I don't think I ever saw that. It's insane this is a PS2 game, it looks so good. This level is really beautiful. I love the colors, the pinks in the background. Hi Misty, welcome. I heard that the Nier remake removed the Vice You Dumbass intro. Is that true? I don't think so because when I bought the remake, I specifically that was like what I was waiting for. I'm pretty sure it's still there. How are you, Laxi? I'm pretty good actually. How are you? What have you been up to? I feel like that's the biggest hook for new players. Why would they remove it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they did. It would have been nice if we got Daddy Nier as well as the little brother Nier. I'm glad that we have both versions now. But it would be nice if we had like both versions of the original. I feel like middle-aged Nier is just like I feel like it's just, I don't know, it's just too iconic. It's too iconic. It just fits him so well. Although I know some people that definitely would prefer the little brother Nier. So I'm glad that there are two versions of it. I think that's really cool. Middle-aged ugly man, that's so good for him in his health. It is. He's such a unusual, like, protag. Honestly, the Kaine taking down to a Vice probably makes a good alarm clock. I have thought about I've thought about recording myself saying the Kaine speech from the start of the year before, just because it's so fun. I think I did give it a go, but I was like, it was a bit I couldn't really like yell. I do kind of like acting occasionally. I've kind of realized that. I like playing roles that are kind of like opposite to my personality, if that makes sense. These guys are taking too long. I'm just gonna nuke them. I prefer middle-aged Nier. I prefer the father-daughter aspect. However, the other character being attracted to him in a gay way made less sense in Wet Bear with young Nier. Yeah, that aspect I do like as well. Although with age gap, never mind. Smoking behind the supermarket with you, but it's middle-aged Nier and spoiler character. Maybe I will maybe I will live out some of my voice acting dreams, I don't know. It's sort of difficult for me in a couple of ways that I don't really want to go into detail. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure something out. I used to really enjoy acting. I guess it was kind of like a way of proving that I could, because I never had any friends and I couldn't talk to people when I was younger. As in, like, I literally was a lot of the time like unable to talk at all. Like if it was one-on-one, I could like talk to people. That was easy. That's always been easy. But like I never had any friends until I went to school for like a couple of years in high school, and even then the friends that I had were like I barely was able to talk to them again, because like everyone at school is like, you know, these like gigantic like groups. But yeah, it was nice to be able to it was sort of my one outlet for myself. I loved smoking behind the supermarket with you. Instant day one, buy every volume. I really want to read it. I really want to read it. I probably actually will read it. It does look really good.
We must halt their advance. Our army
Okay.
is overwhelmed.
I thought you meant literal. Literal? What literal? Oh! I see what you mean. Save the game. Stretch, thank you. Adrian, stretch. No! No more ground mission!
We ignore
Oh wait, these
the
guys are just like obliterating.
suffer. Time, can you scatter their army?
Kyle, could you please obscure their army for me? Please. Whoa, explosions! Whenever you're like riding a dragon, it does feel like really good. Kind of how my high school was, even though I didn't smoke, there was plenty of you did. Oh, I see. How come these guys don't regenerate their health? Hang on, hi. I was playing 100 Line Lost Defense Academy. You're good.
The Empire is gathering its forces for a final
And one of the characters
We need your
made me.
help, Time.
made me want to say like all of her voice lines. They're so good. I really enjoyed them. Finally a ground mission where we can just kill everyone on the back of a giant dragon.
I cannot help but feel concern for the goddess. I think you worry as well, Kain.
I personally do like the music. One more guy. Where are you? It's gonna be really good to finish Drakengard as well, because like this is one of those like bucket list games that I've like known about forever, literally for such a long time. I've known about it since it came out because I used to get like game review magazines, and I remember the review for it. It actually didn't like review that poorly, which kind of surprised me a little bit.
So many subhuman soldiers. We would do well to kill as many as we can.
Maybe careful if you're on your phrasing there. Careful with the phrasing there. Your kill count is 13,000, oh my god. I just want to...
Do you laugh? Does the spilling of the blood
Oh, I see.
amuse you so?
The song rules. It does! I like it.
The Empire's army has broken through the center of the wasteland.
Drakengard's when they say
Stop the
pass the
advance.
ox. I agree with Bultia. Strangely, even though I'm kind of a Dynasty Warriors Muso fan, but I never really liked the PlayStation 2 era games that much. I've always found them like really stiff. But I never really gave them the chance either. So it's always been I've gone back to them in recent years and I've found more enjoyment in them, so I probably will try to give them another attempt at some point. You didn't like Dynasty Warriors 3 Extreme Legends. I never played the Extreme Legends version of it. Once the weapons level up a bit, it feels very fun to go slashy slashy. I feel like I have the most attachment to the SNES and PSX eras. I think it's probably PSX and PlayStation 2 for me. Although I also really like early PC. Well, early-ish PC, like MS-DOS and a lot of the
Her feelings for you were special. But what good is that knowledge to you?
because I never got to grow up with like a Mega Drive or a Super Nintendo. It was just I didn't have it was never an option at the but I had a Windows 3.1 computer, and then I had a Windows 95 computer, and that was where I did all of my like earliest gaming on. Not even the one guy's Magic. Oh, I watched the cutscenes a bunch. I love the cutscenes. I like go out of my way to occasionally like go and watch the Dynasty Warriors cutscenes. Is it really called Extreme Legends? That sounds like a Tony Hawk's game. Yeah, it is. It is. I bought Extreme Legends version. Honestly, you could tell me I wouldn't know the difference. The way they used to do like Empires and then Extreme Legends and then Empires was such a strange thing. They were like more like weird expansion discs. Yeah, they were. They were just like expansions. Was there pinball on that Windows? I think I might have had the Duke Nukem Balls of Steel pinball game on my PC. But I also remember this like more disturbing version of pinball that I wasn't allowed to play because it was too scary. And I don't think Balls of Steel Balls of Steel pinball. Yeah, I don't think it looks a little bit like what I remember, but I definitely I definitely don't remember. No, it was different. There was like it was like the Ball of Steel pinball table, and it looks very similar. It had like the user interface was the same, but it was like weird and disturbing. I need to find it. I need to find it. Dynasty Warriors Empires is probably one of my most played games of all time. I need to. They require a lot of like time investment, but I would like to.
Blow into their retreating backs. Gods, is our cause just?
He's gone through a bit of a personality change since he got stabbed in the heart. Scary pinball. Yeah, no, it wasn't Sonic Spinball. It wasn't Sonic Spinball. Oh, just hi. How's Kime's upbeat adventure going? He's certainly doing a lot of murdering so far. There's a lot of murdering Inuits going through his incel arc. Pinball Fantasies that had a spooky table. It could have been. Oh, look at that 1 damage. Kaboom! Honestly, I tried going back to Dynasty Warriors recently. It was like, well, the game had no camera controls. I couldn't handle it because of my motion sickness. No idea how I could do it with the early entries. Oh, yeah, it is really weird that because as weird as it maybe sounds, I actually I didn't like any of the Muso games until I played Hyrule Warriors, and something with Hyrule Warriors just like clicked. Maybe it was the cute girl with the book. It might have been the cute girl with the book that got me. And the cute girl with the whip as well, who may not be the same person. But then that got me kind of like to give the rest of the Muso games a chance. And I still found I definitely got more enjoyment out of Dynasty Warriors, the older ones, than I used to have, but it's I don't know. I think my favorite thing about those games is actually like the strategy, as weird as that might sound. Like they're not great combat games on their own. Like the combat's fine. It's entertaining, but it's when you like put it in addition with like the rest of the stuff that it becomes interesting. I never thought I'd listen to the phrase, you know what's going through his incel arc. There was a whole bunch of similar pinball games that came from Europe in 1993 to 1996 on Amiga, weird consoles like Jaguar, 3DO, CDI, all of that. What was the Pinball Fantasies? All Fantasies. Oh, that does look familiar. It does look familiar. No, I don't know. It's a very old it's a very old memory. It's a very old memory. I think that was the way that it's got like the player one with the like the grid, the sort of like scan lines on it, CRT filter on the scoring looks familiar, but the rest of it doesn't. Maybe I need to find if there's like a Windows version. It took until like 6 or 7 to do anything with the right analog stick. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Anyone's been in subfield. Hyrule Warriors is solid. I do really like genuinely enjoy the Muso games. I started to like collect them. I got so much enjoyment out of them. But I tend to go through like phases of enjoying them. Like sometimes I really almost like crave that style of gameplay, and then other times it just doesn't do much for me. Just in time for comfy bedroom music. Yes! Look at all these pigmen. Slaughtering pigmen before bedtime. I also tried to get into Hyrule Warriors, but not on actual Wii U, and I guess my PC couldn't handle it well, so I wasn't really happy with it. Oh no! A lot of people think it's just meshing, but you have to care about like map morale and shit. Yeah, that was the thing! I actually think that the best version of Hyrule Warriors is the Wii U version. Because you only have one character, which means that you can't just like position your other units like at the points where you need them to be, so defending the map is like actually challenging. And also, in order to unlock the crazy level 3 weapons for your characters in the adventure mode, you had to S rank the mission, and the requirements to S rank the mission was to get a certain amount of KOs, finish in a certain amount of time, and also like take basically 2 hearts worth of damage. Which is insane, because all of them, if you're playing quickly, then you're more likely to play sloppy, which means that you're more likely to take damage, but you can't do that because you can't take damage. And you also can't just like run past all of the enemies because you need to get a certain amount of kills. So it required like intense strategy to like get through these missions, and it was so gratifying to do that. I really enjoyed it, but I think they changed the it takes too long to get through the adventure mode and like the other versions of the game. I'm not doing it again, but they changed like the S rank requirements to be like slightly different. I think they made it like a bit easier. Yeah, I think they're best when they like actually require you to pay attention to the map. Usually pinball games had 2 to 4 tables on it, I think. The console pinball games are a lot simpler. Crewball, Jago, Devilish, and their various sequels. I like the Wii U one. I couldn't bring myself to buy the 3DS one. I might have bought the Wii U version of Hyrule Warriors and then I might have bought the 3DS version of Hyrule Warriors. But thank goodness I didn't buy the Switch version of Hyrule Warriors. Oh wait, no, just kidding. I did buy the Switch version of Hyrule Warriors. I bought all of them, and I finished the campaign in all of them. If I ever have to, if I ever have to do that campaign ever again, I'm going to go insane. I did surprisingly enjoy the 3DS version of it. It was actually like surprisingly enjoyable. But yes. Stretch, thank you for a stretch. Hyrule Warriors is a game I want to get into now that I have a Switch. Oh, I do recommend it. It's fun. It's fun. I think the Muso spin-offs are actually really enjoyable. Also in Dynasty Warriors Origins, the latest Dynasty Warriors, Lu Bu wants to lock the twink in a cage and keep him as a pet, and I think that's great. Literally, the game has so much yaoi in it. It's wonderful. I think like all of the men want to sleep with your character. I think they actually do sleep with him. Off screen, of course, but yeah. Based, yes. I dislike that as the Muso genre got older, every level and every game just became increasingly narrow corridors. I do notice that, yeah. A lot of this, especially with like the spin-offs, I think it works in some of them better than others. Again, I thought that like some of Hyrule Warriors like worked really well because of the way that they like got you to do the maps, but it really depends. The level design like ranges from being like relatively speaking like 9 or 10 out of 10 to being like a 3. Like some of them are just boring. It really depends. That version of Ganondorf is pretty hot there. Oh, I really want like Hyrule Warriors Origins where Ganondorf wants to keep Link in a cage. I think that would be cool. Maybe this is the new angle. Also, I'm pretty sure that the director of Dynasty Warriors Origins was a woman, so it does kind of make a lot of sense. I want Hyrule Warriors to go back to being a full series of celebration rather than a single game-focused spin-off, but I don't really know how much they could do with that. They didn't in the first one. Oh yeah, me too. Me too. I didn't like Age of Calamity as much. I think that's what they called it. I didn't actually finish it. Oops. It did have some fun upgrades though. I only know pinball that looks like Pokemon Thundershock Challenge. I always was fascinated by Pokemon pinball. I know it's not necessary. I have played it a little bit. It's not necessarily like a super exciting game, but I don't know. There was just something always like kind of fascinatingly like perfect about it. We already got Linkle at least. Linkle is so cute. Aren't we getting another Hyrule Warriors? We are. It's another Tears of the Kingdom related one. I guess that's what Nintendo wanted them to make. Gotta collect my one experience. I saw a combo mad for Drakengard on YouTube. I actually like googled it specifically. I was like, Drakengard combo mad, someone made this, and someone had only like in the last year as well. Very impressive Drakengard combos. Fanfiction Warriors is cooler for sure. I think it was I think the fact that like Hyrule Warriors actually like had an original story, and kind of like original versions of Link and Zelda and stuff like that was kind of part of the thing that I liked about it. Like it was fun. I don't know how interested people are, but in One Piece Pirate Warriors 2 they also have like a completely original storyline, which is kind of a little bit insane. I thought that one was really good. You can probably like emulate it on PC, because I think it only had the PS3 version. The One Piece Pirate Warriors ones are really fun. But the thing I remember about One Piece Pirate Warriors 2 is that there was a certain like optional mission. Like, you know how you have like the main story and then you have like the side missions. There was a mission where you had to fight, like the final character you had to fight against was like Kuzan, the ice guy. And it was like the most intense, insane. It's one of the most like insanely difficult things they've ever done. Like it was actually intensely like strategic to get through it, because you had this like third army that kept on coming in, and if you didn't like keep up with the bases, then they would destroy everything. Like there was so many ways to lose that mission, not to mention the final like commander you had to take down was literally like able to 2 or 3 shot you, at least at the time. Maybe I don't think I was even under leveled. I was like the recommended level for this mission. It was just insane. I really enjoyed that. It was really enjoyable. I don't think I've encountered one that, except maybe in like Hyrule Warriors, that had like that sense of like map interactivity. Like a lot of the time it's like, oh, this base is under attack, so you should probably go and defend it before it falls, so you go and do that. It just kind of like points you at like a bunch of objectives. This one you had to preemptively like stop the flow of enemy troops, or else they would just like take over the map. You couldn't be in enough places. It was so hard. It was so hard. Let them go nuts and give people cool scarves. Yeah, I like just to see. I like the I'd like to see them, yeah, give it another go. I love mental illness music. I do too. Which weapon feels best to you so far? I think it's definitely Kaim's sword. I think it's definitely the sword, which is maybe a boring answer, but I haven't really found like another weapon. I think the second favorite weapon is the spear. I did quite enjoy the spear. Warriors of Orochi 3, where you save Joan of Arc from hordes of French zombies. It's why I love video games. It's a fun series. It's a fun series.
Your parents were killed by a dragon? So, to the Empire, the goddess will be there.
Knight's Vow is pretty damn strong when you level up. Okay, I might give that a go. Which sets one's the... What weapons to equip? Oh yeah, it is that one. Yeah, that's definitely my second favorite. Oh, I didn't check how many... I'll try and get this one to level 4 and then the next one. I did kind of feel like ending soonish before, but now I just want to keep going.
Time. Your parents were killed by an Empire dragon.
This area looks like Shadowbane. This area looks like Shadowbane. Wait, that's not the MMO, is it? Wait, no, where's the MMO? Shadowbane's an MMO. Where is it? This one. it's Shadowbane. I don't know why. It's the huts and everything. Shadowbane was a pretty okay MMO. It was free to play, which is why I know about it. Kind of max leveled a lot of weapons already. Oh my gosh. We have entered the one more mission part of the stream. There will be at least 8 more missions. This area looks like a third-person mod of Age of Empires 3.
But you must not live
We need to
only-
destroy the enemy houses. New weapon? No. Okay, fine. Linny, hi, good morning. Ooh. Were they quivering in fear? They kind of look like it. It's running behind me. A couple.
Relentless jackals, let my crimson fire clean the scourge.
Oh yeah, they're not so much quivering as they are quivering in fear as they are shivering. That makes sense. One more mission, or this must be the last mission. Both add 3 hours to the stream. It is true. This bald guy has such all over the place values and morals. It's like that one friend you haven't seen since high school, and every third most social media post makes you go, hmm. Well, he is a priest, so. Isn't it nice of Kind to warm them up? He gave up being a priest because he got mad at Inuit. Well, you can take the church robes away from the priest, but you can't take the priest out of the man. He might not have his dog collar anymore, but it's still him at heart. Stop that. He's just here to backseat. It's his favorite hobby, but he doesn't have enough channel points to do it.
Time, be merciful and end your killing ways. No, I can give no more sermons.
Just kidding. Go and kill everyone.
We spend all our strength fighting common troops.
But fine, I guess we can go and kill some of the guys on the other side of the map. I quit my last job of 4 years with an email that said I quit effective immediately. See you, Liz, and I went to work the other bookstore a few doors down. That's the way to do it. No notice given. hate little red goobers. Ow. I was still thinking about the fact that Death Stranding 2 apparently has some kind of tentacle, gay tentacle kiss, and I need to see it. I need to see it. I need to see what happens.
Why do the Imperial soldiers' eyes burn so red? What has the cult of the Watchers done?
Oh, there's
I
too many
cannot
goobers.
understand it. Time, does it not pain you?
No, stop it. Oh, I was sort of thinking that might happen. That's fine. Please, drop a healing orb. If I was a health pack, where would I be? One pixel of health in a dream. You know, it feels a little bit like we're just prolonging our fate, but maybe can't talk back, but you can go passive aggressive smiling back. It's true. Okay, this might kill me, but it will be funny. Haha, just kidding.
If the Empire is defeated and the world saved, then is even revenge a noble cause?
Mr. Priest guy is having a big a crisis of faith over that. Where's the treasure chest? Please feed me. Pervertedly, yeah. His entire world is being shattered. That was some Emperor Palpatine talk right there. Emperor Palpatine backstory. Hello, I would like one treasure chest. One treasure chest with a Healy orb. With the Healy orb! Thank you. Treasure chest with a Healy orb, please! I'm not breaking any ground, but the game is definitely trying to come into play's relationship to the world in action RPGs. Yeah. I think the gameplay is there's a lot of interesting commentary going on here. He's trying his best to be philosophical, but he just sounds like he read it on Facebook. Oh, treasure chest, please. I think I've just like prolonged my fate. Treasure? No, not treasure, no mind. Fool. Totally would definitely believe everything he sees on social media. He's entered his boomer arc. And then you run. Can't map the dragons here. Oh, this strategy is perfect. Oh, don't mind me. No! No. Oh well. Oh well. It probably would have been faster to have just died and restarted the mission like, whenever.
Time. Your parents were
Oh, parents were killed.
killed by an Empire dragon. But you must not live only for revenge.
Oh. I don't know where my murder sprees took me. It is a good game to get your murder on. I still can't believe this is the snowy area from Shadowbane. A reference that I am probably the only person. Any Shadowbane fans in chat? Something I need to do one day is I guess it's not that important of a thing, but I really need to write down like all of the MMOs I
Time. Be merciful. End your killing ways. No. I can give no more sermons.
I need to like write down all of the names of the different MMOs I played at different points, and because they were all like weird free to play Korean MMOs. And I don't know, none of them were very good. None of them were like overly inspiring. But I still found them like weirdly really fascinating. It's sort of a weird era that's like behind us. Because even the Korean MMOs that we get today are like, it always felt like the basic like tone of an MMO was, oh, okay, control. Oh! Huh? No, 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 no.
I cannot understand. Time, does it not hate
Game!
me?
Control! Please! That was a bad sound. It was a bad sound. It was a bad sound. Extremely bad. Extremely bad.
Why do the Imperials
It's Drakengard pulling the reverse Psychomantis.
What has the cult
Oh.
the Watchers done?
I don't know how interesting this is, but like basic like MMO structure was always that you were kind of like a nobody. You were like a nobody adventurer, like a rookie adventurer starting off in the world. And you'd sort of have to like battle your way up, especially like in a lot of like MMOs. They were extremely grindy, so you felt the difference between like level 1 character, level 10 character, and like these level 90 people that have been like no life in the game because the grind is like intense. Whereas like the very few times I play like a modern free-to-play MMO, it's always like you're this like renowned warrior who has been called to a town in their dire need. You're always ready like the hero who everyone loves and respects, and even though you don't actually know what you're doing, and you have to like save the game, save the people from like this basically like scripted PvE events. It's like in every single one.
If the Empire
It sort of like takes the atmosphere
saved
from being like more about like exploring the world.
noble cause,
Save me. Save me. Okay, this seems to do a lot better. The little red guys is so annoying. It's like being attacked by fleas. But yeah, it used to feel like it was kind of a little bit about like exploring the world and being a part of a world that was already like alive and living. to you, like already being like a renowned and well-known part of the world. Oh, it's so tedious. I think I think this might be close to the last mission I do for tonight.
War. War is a road that leads to no good future.
But Seikobillies is just once it right. I check a high. It's good being the chosen one will be the frozen one. That's just like my controller from before.
Are those ogres? They're attacking the village!
Are those ogres?
So, they were to be living sacrifices for the Empire.
What I liked about Ultima Online, the main Ultima games are about being the chosen one in Legend Hero. Ultima Online is about you being some fucking blood. There's something like very tantalizing about starting off as like a nobody. Because that's what you are. Like in the context of an MMO, you have no status as a new player. Kill the archers! The ogres are attacking the village. We must defend the village from them. We must defend the village from the ogres. Be careful not to destroy the village. Good, thank goodness we were there to protect the village. Seems like that's tougher to maintain. I guess they just need folks that have that first power fantasy. Yeah, it's the power fantasy. It's the power fantasy. They want to like hook people because the problem with MMOs is that like you unlock moves as you get like further on. I mean it's the same with any RPG, but it's like you need to get players that like taste of that the combat's actually like fun and enjoyable. Maybe do a Metroid Power you and get to be awesome for 10 minutes. I feel like they could do something like where you play as like the legendary hero, but then they are the legendary hero, like they're not you, it's like someone else in the past and now you have to like maybe try to be like them or something. But a lot of them I really like in RuneScape that you can just be like a baker baking bread. A fisher person fishing lobsters and taking them back.
Let me read its mind. The goddess, the empire, a fortress. A fortress? Where? Where under heaven? A scream? If that is the fairy's death cry, then the 3 seals have been broken. Only one seal still remains. That is the goddess herself. Are we too late? We must fly to the lands of the Empire, and then find the fortress.
You know, Kaima's doing a really good job at like killing lots and lots of people, but he's not doing a very good job at like stopping the bad guys from doing what they want to do. In fact, he's done almost nothing.
Can it be that sometimes only the sinner may live?
I just remembered that we unlocked this guy last time, and I was like, wait, hang on. Why have I not seen him yet? Oh. That would make a little bit of sense. If you had enough money to buy a house, you had to be very careful walking to the real estate agent so nobody pickpocketed you. It was thrilling. Yeah, I think there's like I'm not really like an MMO kind of girly in a sense. Like I don't have the attention span for them, but I do appreciate like how a lot of them make you feel. And I think a lot of like Korean MMOs were kind of like in and out kind of games. Like you could play them for like hundreds of hours and get to max level, or you could just like run around a bit and see if you make some friends and talk to some people and experience the world and the music and a little bit of the combat, and then download something else and become a lumberjack and chop wood and live in the forest. Yeah. Pan out to the bar where you're watching that boss battle on TV. Well, that guy's awesome too, but he's so good funny. Kaim spends a lot of time killing grunts. He spends all his time killing grunts instead of actually doing anything important. Kaim understands that you need to wait for the dramatically appropriate moment. This is true. It's very important. I used to play Vindictus with a friend. It's crazy how those MMOs became incredibly boring as soon as you try playing solo. Oh, I only played them solo. Only played them solo. And maybe that's why I never got that far. It's a shame because the game had quite a good combat system. There was a few that had like decent combat. I find it fascinating that Dungeon Fighters online, which was a game I was never allowed to play because it just didn't work for me. I think Australians were like banned from playing or something. They just like locked us out of the game. But Dungeon Fighters Online has like the DNF Duel, the fighting game, which is insane. And then they had the Kazan, the Last Berserker. Like, where did these things come from? Am I going to like one day wake up and like see a like fly for fun Animal Crossing game? This MMO talk forces me to say that I was really into WoW when I was in middle school. Oh, it is. I never was into WoW because I never had the money for it. It was too expensive for me. But I played the free trial so many times, and also I was able to like subscribe a couple of times. Like $15 to me was like an insane amount of money. I like the fact that they expected you to play it like once a month was just too much for me at the time. Like I could go buy like a little bit more, and I could have bought like Shadow of the Colossus or something. But I really liked the older version of World of Warcraft. I do think that they made like a really interesting world, and there's something like fascinating about it that I don't think like many games in general have like captured. And it meant like a lot of things to different people, like if you were a raider playing it like the end game, that was something. But then the level and experience was something interesting as well. I knew a couple of families that played WoW together. It was wild. Oh, that's so cute. I knew a family that played Guild Wars together. Oh yeah, I used to be a big Guild Wars fan. Because that one was free, so I could afford to play it. But in the guild that I was in at the time, there was an entire family, as in like mum, dad, and like 2 of their children, and they were all playing Guild Wars, and they're all in our guild. I really didn't like the kids though. They were brats. I didn't like them at all. Vindictus's combat was amazing, but the gameplay loop was choose quest, get teleported to dungeon, destroy mobs along the way, beat the boss, and the world outside of the dungeon was near non-existent. Yeah, that was the loop for that kind of Korean MMO. For me, I love the lore and the idea of exploring the world and creating my character's backstory. I love the world as well. You know, in the Night Elf foresty area, how you could like go into those caves and they were like filled with monsters? That was like mind-blowing to me. That was mind-blowing. Like you can be in a forest and then there's a cave and then there's a bunch of enemies in the cave and you can go in and you might have to go in for quests. The setting and music really did a lot to me. Yeah, I think so. Me too. Me too. I do occasionally like have the urge to give it a try again, but it's just MMOs in general are too much of a time commitment and I have better stuff to do. But I do very much like appreciate the way those games can like exist almost. I don't know, as like a piece of art, but like there's something really difficult to describe about the experience of like playing some of those games that's really interesting. I finished the base game of Guild Wars 2 and Final Fantasy 14. That's about it for me in MMOs. That's a pretty good selection. Final Fantasy 14, as much as that game kind of not annoys me, it's just very long. But it has some really good characters. It has some really good characters. When you play as a child, you don't quite treat it as a game, it's more like a universe. Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to... It's like the experience it as like a world that almost like exists. Like it's... You know how in a lot of older anime about MMOs, like how you have the world as like an almost kind of like separate reality. It's not a video game. It's like you're living a separate life with these characters. In .hack Sign, which is one of my favorite anime, there's like a moment where you've been talking to these characters. I think it might be around like episode 6 or 7 or 8 or somewhere around there. And like Black Rose is talking to... Is the other guy like called BT or something? And then he like says, oh yeah, my name was like called BT because it's named after my favorite food, which is a bacon, lettuce and tomato sandwich. I just took out the L. And then they're like, oh wait, yeah, I brought this like these like shoes from the shop. And then they're like, oh, I actually live near there. We should like meet up IRL one time. And I think that was like one of the first times in the anime where they like explicitly broke the illusion that they were actually like not it wasn't just a fantasy world, like it was an MMO. Like they very much like maintained the illusion that they were in this almost like separate reality, and there was like it was an escape from the real world where like the problems that you have in the real world don't necessarily like have to affect you, and you don't necessarily like know what the person on the other side of the screen is actually like. People can escape their real world problems and their feelings and some of the things that afflict them, and I thought that was really cool. I still need to get into .hack. I love the characters designs by Yoshiyuki Sadamoto. Mia from .hack is a really cool design. Yes! I think you'd probably like it. I do recommend. I think .hack Sign is probably like a slow watch, but it's a very melancholy show, which is maybe not what you would expect from it. I think, I know no one, well not no one, but Sword Art Online is like a very popularly hated anime. Like that's the anime that the normies hate. that's like the easy target, and it's been a while since I watched it, but I guess like one of the things that like sticks out is that again it's they like had to trap you in the world. They had to like trap you in that world in order to like make the world feel real and threatening. But in .hack Sign, the world feels alive, and it's almost like the real world doesn't exist except for like a couple of moments where you realize, oh wait, it does exist. It was never about like escaping it. It was about like not wanting to almost leave the world, not wanting to talk about real life. It's cool. I like it. From the new shows, there's Shangri-La with that kind of feeling. The world is vast and feels like a separate reality. Shangri-La. I might have a look into that. Sounds kind of interesting. Anime? I'll have a look. I think a lot of them might reflect different expectations and hope when it came to the early internet and games and how we relate to it. I think so too. A lot of the media from like the early 2000s era was made with like the early 2000s like experience of what the internet is and what it could be. And the reality now is quite different from that era. I do wonder whether we'll get kind of like a community-driven backlash against the way that the internet is currently like run, and then go back to like having more homemade websites and stuff. I always thought that was cool. Like people love their I noticed this a lot with VTubers. Like there's so many VTubers that have like Windows 95, Windows XP layouts for their stream. Like there's so much like early internet like nostalgia out there, which is fascinating to me. Whenever a character does something cool in a VR show, I always imagine how incredibly goofy they look in their IRL room. It is a thing that I often think about. Dog Hack was written by Kazunori Ito, writer of Ghost in the Shell and Pat Labor. Oh, that would explain it. That would explain it. It's called Shangri-La Frontier, by the way. There's also a 2009 anime, which is a different thing. Oh. Already straightened and drinked. I can't remember. I'll drink again. Thank you for the hydrate and the pasta chat. A movie that's been on my watch list for a while is Mamoru Oshii's Avalon, director of Ghost in the Shell, about an MMO play exploring their virtual reality. Oh, that looks interesting. You know, I really liked the Animatrix. So like the Matrix is obviously like a kind of staple, and I think in terms of the movies, the only one that I really like enjoyed the entire thing was the first one, and even then it's like one of those maybe it was like too explored, but I really liked the Animatrix because it was like just a bunch of short stories set in and around like the Matrix and the world and the stuff that had happened. There was one in particular that I remember of like this ordinary family like discovering, or this like girl discovering alongside like the neighborhood kids this weird abandoned house that was like full on glitching. Really interesting. Really interesting. And just like seeing reality breaking down before them and not like knowing what was going on. I always the Animatrix always stuck out. That and the compilation of movies, Memories. I like Shangri-La Frontier enough to watch 2 seasons. About a premise on the surface I wouldn't usually care about. Interesting. I heard an urban legend that one of the Animatrix shorts was originally going to be the second Matrix movie, but due to executive meddling, the story for the third one was split into 2 movies, which became Reloaded and Revolution. That is interesting. That's interesting. It would probably make a lot more sense. It would probably make a lot of sense, especially because the second Matrix was it Reloaded? I think that sounds right.
Land It seems you must pass
had
through
like
this narrow gorge.
felt incredibly pointless and padded out. Because I think there's more of interest in the Animatrix than anything that's not like the first film. I've never seen the second Animatrix, but I've seen the others. Oh, the second one's not worth watching. It's boring. It's so boring. Boring, dull, boring, boring. There was a lot of demand for ages and ages when Animatrix came out than before I knew it 2 and 3. It probably would have been better if they had just like stuck to the first movie in the Animatrix. Probably would have been better, but what can you do? I always hear people say the second Matrix is the what? I watched The Matrix in middle school, and I have to confess, when you and the crew went back to the Matrix and walked around in black suits and sunglasses, I thought, oh, this is the coolest person ever. No, it was cool. It was cool. The Matrix is like, I think it like got over satirized. Like it was such a big pop culture event. But I think it's a good movie, especially in like the first one. I really always wanted to play the Matrix MMO, because again I think the
The Black Dragon is not here, but something else.
oh. I hate these stupid crossbow people. I always thought the Matrix MMO looked cool, even though it never got good reviews. People didn't like it, but The Matrix is filmed in Sydney. That does sound familiar. Oh. I hate these little guys, they're so annoying. They're so annoying. You know, I'm at the dragon here. Glad the annoying mage guys from the desert and Drakengard 3 are here as well. I was watching people play Matrix Path of Neo and it did not look good. Matrix Path of Neo was probably one of the only Matrix games that actually was kind of received well. Maybe it's based on a film that got so bad in the PS2 era somehow. I always automatically think of the jumper game. I still can't believe that game is real. Oh, there's so much. There's so much like drain on your health. Should have stayed in the golden era of movie games, E.T. I tried to lock on to block, but I locked onto the guy behind me. Oh, we're dead. My ex made me go see Jumper in the cinema. Okay, not made me, but it was not my idea, so I blame her. As you should. As you should. My friend and I played through that from start to finish. Oregon in co-op when it released. Boy, was that bad. I hated the Oregon movie. Ooh.
To reach the Empire's lands, it seems you must pass through this narrow gorge.
I just need to kill them all. Is a rig on the game that has terrible 6 axis? You know, that was Lair, yeah. That was Lair. Lair got patched to actually have an option to not use the 6 axis. Not use the 6 axis controls. The way you didn't hesitate before saying that scares me. The Oregon game was like a shitty version of those Don't Lord of the Rings games. Oh, is that how it was made? That would make a lot of sense. And yeah, the Lord of the Rings ones were actually pretty good. Well, the Two Towers and Return of the King were. Is there a shortcut? No. Sometimes I feel like I wasn't playing games in the serious sense as much. So many talk about things I never played and saw in shops, but no, spend heaps of money on games that period. Just had that much selection, I guess. There's a lot. Oh. Where is this person I'm supposed to have as my ally? Where are they? Where are they? Oh, circle button.
Already dead. Where this body drops and rots.
Oh. Oh, nice. Oh, thank goodness we don't have to play the entire game as Sky. Yay! Oh, that's so much better. Wait, what the heck? Okay, this would have made things a lot easier earlier on. Game development was a lot cheaper before HDMI. So a lot more games in the middle ground being made. Ah, perfect dodge. Honestly, I never tried it, got distracted by the murdering. Understandable. They're gonna make me replay this mission later on because I'm gonna like they're gonna hide a weapon down one of those corridors. Development costs went up when game engines became normal measures, which is paradoxical. That is quite funny. Oh, stop. I wonder how long until people start making games with like a deliberate PlayStation 3 aesthetic. Or I guess you could say like Unreal Engine aesthetic. Oh, there is one. There is one game that I know of that was made to look like it was from that era. I think it's called Atama? Ugh. It's so annoying. I'm going to end up under leveled because I can't. Oh. Because it's too dangerous to fight the guys. This is literally like the cycle of progressively getting like under leveled in an RPG. Like you skip a battle because the enemies are too tough and you can't beat them. Ow. Yellow filter like a no gear solve. Yeah! Eh? Yeah, it's an iconic look. Cannot mount the dragon.
I am already dead. Where this body drops and rots is of no matter now.
Let's hope that we're actually like doing damage. I can't see his health bar. I don't know if I'm doing anything to him. Gotta use your dragon. Oh. Can't believe they moved the piss filter in Metal Gear Solid Delta. I don't like the graphical I don't like how Delta looks that much. Oh. Oh good, he regenerated all of his health. There we go. No. I actually have a question. Did they ever fix the bugs in oh no, not these guys again. Run! Did they ever fix all like the bugs in Nier? Because it was always like criticized kind of at the time for being like a bit janky. But the jankiness of it never was a problem to me. But oh my gosh, I got like so many bugs and glitches and errors, and it was insane. I had like the UI disappear, like every enemy on screen disappear, but they were still attacking me. I got like stuck in walls, fell through floors. There were bugs. There were so many. There were so many when I played it. It was kind of why in one sense I was kind of not that annoyed of them doing kind of like a remake remaster type of thing, because it was so buggy. It's probably like the most bugs I've ever experienced in a game ever. Don't remember encountering much problem in 360. Maybe it was a PS3 thing. Ooh. I think that might be that might be the end for tonight though. I'm getting a bit tired. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for coming. We made some good progress tonight. I'm happy. We got through an entire 2 chapters. Wow. You did good, Lexi. Thank you. Appreciate the stream. Thank you. Hi, Amber. PS3 was a crappy console developed for a lot of games with PS3 only glitches. It would make a lot of sense. Unless they did patch it, because I played it pretty early on. I don't know. No, it's great. Let's find someone. Tell in the Discord, but this game is fatiguing to play. Like, not bad, but fatiguing. It is tiring. It is tiring. I can only handle it for a little bit. Move to raid. I try to raid people who maybe might know what game I was playing, so I don't have to explain what it was. Let's raid Kaede. Bye Lexi, thank you for the stream. Bye everyone. Bye everyone. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow, but if I'm not back tomorrow, then I'll be back on Saturday, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan. If everything goes according to plan. But yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening, and I'll see you all soon. Bye. 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 Bye.